How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another classic review. Now, today we're going to talk about something that I have been longing to obtain for a very long time, but lacked the console and the financial resources to do so until just a few weeks ago. That is the fighting game masterpiece, the classic SoulCalibur for Sega Dreamcast that I actually just picked up a little bit ago for my first Dreamcast game, one of my first Dreamcast games, that is, and I'm going to review it for you guys today as a classic. This is, needless to say, my favorite fighting game ever. It is the first fighting game in the SoulCalibur series I've ever played, let alone my first fighting game, period, so it might be a little biased. I actually do just absolutely love this game to death. I played the XBLA version on Xbox Live Arcade first, but it is basically a stripped-down version of essentially the same thing. And when I heard this, I thought to myself, you know, I really wanted to review SoulCalibur, as you saw from the title card below, but I couldn't exactly do that with a stripped-down version of the real deal, so I decided, hey, why not get a Sega Dreamcast? I had one at my grandma's house, had a lot of fun with it, and I think she had SoulCalibur, we just didn't really play it much. I don't remember. All I remember is we had Hydro Thunder and Crazy Taxi, and those games were just amazing. Anyways, back to SoulCalibur. SoulCalibur is an amazing game with stunning visuals for the time, really fluid fighting motions. The animations are very fluid and crisp, as well as the graphics on the big screen TV. Now, this is a problem with the PS2 sometimes. When you blow it up, it kind of stretches the resolution out, and things begin to get a little blurry/fuzzy. That's not an issue with the Dreamcast, and the graphics actually appear very crisp. The fighting animations, like I said, are amazing. The fighting styles are really good, and something that is very unique about this game is that every single character is good in their own right if you know how to use them. You really got to work at unlocking each character's potential in the way that you use them. Now, I think I said the same thing for SoulCalibur 5 when I reviewed that, but it basically boils down to there's the easy characters to master, such as Siegfried, Nightmare, Cervantes, which is a cheap pirate douchebag, basically, and the like. And then there's the harder ones to master, such as Voldo and Yoshimitsu. Some of the girl characters kind of share some of the similar fighting movesets, as well as Lizardman and Sophidia, but they're not exactly the same. They have different grabs, and they have a different kind of animation feel to them. It's much like Soul Blade on the PlayStation 1, where you actually have to unlock each and every character, unlike the newer ones, where they're all unlocked for you, like in SoulCalibur 4, I believe, and 5. 5, you don't really get you don't really get much for online unlockable characters, so to speak. So there is online in that version. Not online, unfortunately, in this version, even though the Sega Dreamcast was the first online console ever made, but they just didn't really utilize that technology yet in this game, because it was a launch title for the system. It's an arcade classic, arcade port. Never played the arcade version, but I would very much love to. I wish they would bring those back. But anyways, I digress. I'm getting off topic. My main character is Siegfried. I don't care what you guys say, he's really easy to master, he's got a huge reach, he's got a huge range, and just that sword makes you feel like a badass, and he's got long hair, so I can identify with him, so he's awesome. And, you know, you go through a series of 8 battles with random protagonists and antagonists from the series, and they each, like I said, have different movesets, different animations, and they're all very good in their own right. Some of the fighters that come out these days, a lot of the characters just plain flat out suck or are just useless in my eyes and in many other people's eyes, but this game is different. This one, you have to really work at it to find that true potential for each and every character, and it's there, by the way. And every single character has some really hidden, unlockable, hard-to-master movesets, such as Summon Suffering by Ivy, even though you get an achievement in the Xbox Live version for actually just doing that. So that is another thing that I should mention. If you really just want to jump in and play some SoulCalibur with a few friends and, you know, maybe play some tournaments or something like that, then the Xbox Live version is your best friend, because it comes with everything unlocked. You don't have to do the mission battles, you don't have to do arcade to unlock more souls, or characters, as they call them, but, you know, it kind of does suffer from replayability value, because there's not really that much there for replay value when you're not unlocking characters, or you're not really unlocking stages, or buying art from the art museums, doing missions. A lot of the stipulations are lost in the transition, so I would say that overall, from a gameplay standpoint, This version right here includes more, but as far as the Dreamcast controls go, it's pretty fluid animation. It's pretty fluid when it comes to you know, inputting the stuff, inputting the directions in the directional or analog pad or button, stick, whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty fluid. There's no lag or anything like that, and it just feels right. There's really no other way to describe it. So I really like this game, really love it, absolutely. And the thing is, though, with the Dreamcast analog stick compared to the Xbox is just feels a little bit more natural, but then again, it is only natural because it's a more recent system. It's more current, more up to date. And the thing that I really don't like about the XBLA version of this game is that it, like I said, is basically a stripped down port with everything unlocked, which I don't mind everything being unlocked, but they take out mission battle, they take everything out that is replayability value. Other than that, they don't add online, something that was introduced in SoulCalibur 4 that they should have ported over to SoulCalibur 1 for the XBLA. Something that they actually should have included on this version, so to speak. That would have been amazing, especially back in the day when everyone just had dial-up. It would have just been fun just to log on and play some SoulCalibur with some buds, you know, all the way across the US or across Europe or wherever you're located. So basically, I love this game. It is a 10 out of 10 for me, perfect in almost every way, but I'm not going to give the XBLA version a rating because it would probably be like, you know, an 8 or something, but then again, that would kind of compromise this game's integrity, but the game itself is a perfect 10. Probably my favorite fighting game, if not the best out there. So, with that, thank you very much for watching. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Keep calm and rock on.